Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Grant Horvath has done something that I knew Grant Horvath would do for a long time, but he's done it and you guys are confused, and so I'm going to talk about it. Let's jump on over to the page. It is this video right here. Or at least 1 hour ago, I sold golf balls to buy new golf clubs. Now this is a video that Grant Horvath published. Looking at this thumbnail, if you just compare this to every other YouTube Grant Horvath thumbnail, you're going to think to yourself, huh? If it wasn't for the fact he's holding a golf ball and said golf ball and clubs in the thumbnail, you might think to yourself, this video isn't even about golf. What's going on here? All right. Thankfully, I'm a YouTube nerd and I know exactly what's going on here. So I'm going to talk to you guys about it and explain it a little bit, because if you just click on this video real quick, you will see the top comments are people gently confused. We love your content, very competitive, play with George and Wesley. This stuff is very Mr. Beast. We are here for your serious YouTube golf. Stick to what you're doing, not trying to entertain 8-year-olds. Not saying this is a majority of people. There's obviously going to be a ton of people, probably the majority of people absolutely love it and think it's great and something different. But there are a lot of people that don't understand it. And those are the people I'm talking to and explaining it. Because like I said, I'm a YouTube nerd and this stuff is very fun for me. So this guy right here is the guy I think is doing the best job of this on YouTube, Josh Mayer. I don't talk about him a ton because he doesn't really fall into the like playing golf side of YouTube golf, and just in the same way I don't really talk a lot about Mark Crossfield. I don't really talk a lot about James Robinson. You know, these guys who have millions of subscribers and get a ton of views, they just don't make the type of content that, you know, my audience tends to watch. This guy, however, is very much bridging the gap between, he's not doing the like play golf YouTube golf content that makes you the biggest right now in golf, but he's doing something as a YouTuber that I respect unbelievably, and is that he's trying to create very different videos compared to the rest of the YouTube golf ecosystem. Now, the videos are very Mr. Beast, Ryan Trahan inspired, and that's exactly what Grant has done, but we're going to get to that in a second. Anyways, Josh is really in YouTube golf kind of the OG of doing this. He has 156,000 subscribers, but he has multiple videos, over 500,000 views, and like this subscriber growth is like pretty large, I think, in the last like year or two, compared to like he was getting, like he had 541,000 views 2 years ago. I think at that time he had less than 50,000 subscribers. He's been growing quite a bit recently, and it's because he's doing all of these different ideas. Now, when you do this, you take yourself out of the equation. Well, I shouldn't say nobody, that's rude. 158,000 people might be clicking on this video because of Josh, but what Josh is trying to do is not get people to click on the video because of him, like a Grant video. If you see Grant, 18 hole, whatever, you're clicking on it because of Grant for the most part. What Josh is trying to get you to do is click on it based off the idea. Something crazy. I took a new golfer from beginner to par in 8 hours. I investigated an abandoned desert golf course. It doesn't matter who is in the title thumbnail, which person. It's the idea you're clicking on. That sounds interesting. An abandoned golf course in the desert. I want to see how I locked in a golf simulator till I hit a hole in one. That sounds interesting. That is like, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter who the character on camera is. That idea is going to be interesting to a ton of people. And that's where new creators run into a lot of issues, is they create content that like you have to like them for. They see what other YouTube golfers are doing. They see what Grant Horvath does most of the time, and they try to create similar videos where it's just like my match with my friend, my 18-hole stroke play match, my this, my that. Why would people care? Why would people care? They're watching these videos of Grant because they like Grant and they know what they're going to get from it. If you want to get people to click on your videos, this is free. You know, you guys know I've been consulting with creators for a long time now. It's a free little tidbit for any of you creators out there. If you want to break past, you know, your core audience, which if you're a small channel is probably like 100 people, you have to make something that people would click on regardless of you. Like, take yourself out of the equation, come up with an idea that is genuinely interesting, and maybe ask a question that you then answer in the video that will draw people in. So that's what Josh does really well, and that's something historically Grant really hasn't done. He tried a little bit last year with the I Surprised a Fan with his dream golf trip. I took my friends to play on a private golf island. This, till this point, was kind of the most like Ryan Trahan, YouTube-y, Mr. Beasty title thumbnail video he's done. But this new one takes the cake by a million. Now, what I want you to look at, this right here, this title and this thumbnail, Well, go take a look. For those of you guys who don't know, there's a creator, Ryan Trahan, that this is Ryan Ruffles. Hey, shout out Ryan Ruffles. No, Ryan Trahan. One of the best YouTubers in the world. One of the best storytellers. He's not necessarily the biggest. I mean, he's big, 18.9 million subscribers, gets millions of views a video. But he's one of the best storytellers that comes up with some of the best ideas ever. And he did a penny series where he tried to cross America on only a penny right here. He also did it in Europe. That's what this one is. But if we go back, he did, I think it was like a year ago. Yeah, this one. Where he did, basically he started in LA with 1 penny and tried to get across America with nothing but proceeds from that 1 penny. And he like hustled his way and did it across. And obviously the videos did incredible. They were a fundraiser. It's great. But if we scroll up just a little bit, look at this. Look at this. This is the exact thumbnail that Grant Horvath just did. If we just go look back at Grant Horvath's YouTube channel, it is frame for frame the exact same thumbnail. $2. Well, Ryan's were 25 cents golf ball. Grant went $2 golf ball. But with the snorkel, with the water, with the contrast, same thing. So why I'm pointing this out is because this is a departure from standard YouTube golf, which is why people are getting confused. But this isn't to attract 8-year-olds. This isn't to necessarily, you know, bring a younger demographic back to Grant. He already has a young demographic. He doesn't really need that. What I think the purpose of this is that right now Grant is getting, you know, anywhere from 800,000 to like, I'd say 1.5 million views a video. Now, obviously there are standouts like the 1.7, 1.9, 1.9. But, you know, let's say on average Grant gets 1.2 to 1.3 million views a video. Grant has the potential to make a video that does this, that goes like 10, 11, 12 million views, like these Ryan Trahan videos. And if you look right here, this title thumbnail, it has the potential. Now, a recipe for success is certainly not just to copy and paste what someone else has done. He didn't do that. There was a lot more in this video than just the title thumbnail that was kind of like copied from Ryan. It was an expansion on the idea, and that's how you are successful in what Grant's doing right now. Is you have to buccaneer the idea. You take an idea from a pioneer, someone who's done something that's worked, doing this series, but also doing this whole golf ball title thumbnail. It worked for him. You got to take that, and then you have to go and create something new from it. If you watch this video with Grant, it already, like within the first like 10 seconds, you see it's going to be very different. He's not just collecting golf balls to sell to drive across America and try to whatever. He's collecting them to sell to buy clubs, which then you're introduced to a second character 11 seconds in, who's Josh, who is also going to be collecting golf balls. They're going to be competing against each other collecting golf balls to then use that money to buy clubs in which they will use to play a match against each other at the end of the video. So the other thing this video does very good and very differently is it brings it all together and brings it back to YouTube golf around the like, where are we at here? Around the like 20-minute mark, I think, something like that. Around the 20-ish, no, maybe 30, 25-minute mark is when their match actually starts. They're going to have the clubs that they're going to have, and they're going to go play, or actually starts at 30-minute mark. They're going to have the clubs they're going to have, and they're going to go play their 9-hole match. But this video obviously is not about the 9-hole match. This video is much more about the beginning, the doing something different. So all that to say, this is not a video for 9-year-olds. I understand that criticism from some of you guys who don't understand what's going on here, but this is a way for Grant to break out beyond just the YouTube golf audience. He's still making a YouTube golf video. He's still making a video that's very dependent on golf, that realistically anyone who doesn't know anything about golf will probably not watch. But there is definitely a side of YouTube golf that he still hasn't tapped into. Like if we just really simply go look at Grant's most popular video, Grant's most popular video on his channel is 4.8 million views, but that outperformed by 1.8 million views his next most popular video, which was his Beth Plays Back. So if we go compare that now to Rick Shields' channel, and we look at Rick Shields' most popular video, you're going to see a big discrepancy of views because Rick has 7.4, 7.5, 4.9, which is close to Grant's biggest one. But he has 2 or 3 that are above that level. Now, Grant wants to and should and has every potential to break past that little like YouTube Golf Max, which even calling this a YouTube Golf Max is nuts. Nobody gets 4.9 million views on a video. So really it's like the ability for Grant right now to break past, let's say, the 2 million view barrier, is he has to do something different. He's kind of reaching as many people as he can at this current moment with the types of videos he makes most commonly. He's playing golf videos, even with big, collabs. So if he wants to get even farther past that, he has to try different things. So that's what YouTube golf is going to become in the next year. I guarantee it. I said this last year. Creators are going to start having to do different things because Grant's still going to be able to get tons of views with matches because he's the king of it. But we've all seen it. This one, like these types of videos. I'm like, I've seen I don't even know what this video is. You can see I didn't watch it. I've seen this video 14 times. I don't know what this video is. I've seen it 14 times. Like, so it's like, I'm not personally going to be clicking on any videos like this year. I know there's tons of people that are, but my point is that like a video like this is going to get a much more interested click from me this year. And from, I think, a lot of people in YouTube golf, but more importantly for Grant, outside of just the average YouTube golf viewer. So I think like a 2 or 3 for them, 1 for me type concept for Grant would be perfect, where he makes 2 or 3 very classic YouTube golf videos for the YouTube golf audience, but then he does one that kind of tries to reach outside of that core. I guarantee his next video back is going to be some sort of match. I think he just filmed one with Justin Thomas at TPC in Scottsdale, TPC Scottsdale, I think, or wherever the Waste Management is. I think he filmed one there. Like, it's going to go back to being more YouTube golf content again. But this video right here is something different. It's something exciting, and as a YouTube golf nerd, I love to see Grant doing it. So shout out to him. It's cool. He's taking a risk. He's trying something different. I think he crushed it. I watched the intro because that's the only part that really, I don't want to say the only part that matters, but it's the part that definitely is going to make or break the video for him, and it was spot on. Very nice. Very well done. Had everything. Like I said, introduced different characters, brought in new challenges, gave a tease to go into a more expensive course later to get more expensive golf balls, teased the 9-hole match, showed that there's more to the video, backed up the title thumbnail right away. It did all the things you want to do. So yeah, as you can tell, nerded out, enjoyed it. Go watch it. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.